The bloody wars of the Arctic that history forgot. Civilizations that were completely wiped out. Vikings who were defeated. And a 200-year-old mystery that is still unsolved. Pre-Dorset versus Sakak, around 2500 BC. The Sakak and the Dorset were humans who lived in the Arctic thousands of years ago, and eventually vanished without a trace. Before the Inuit, the indigenous people of the Arctic whose descendants are still alive today, the Sakak came from Siberia to Greenland. A mysterious people, isolated, adapted to the ice. But then the pre-Dorset arrived. They were not interested in coexistence or integration. They completely destroyed the Sakak. Today, the only thing left from them is a 4,000-year-old tooth with their DNA preserved inside it. An entire civilization reduced to a single tooth. Thule versus Dorset. Around the year 1000 AD, the Thule, ancestors of today's Inuit and Eskimos, came from Alaska and massacred the Dorset. A 2,000-year-old civilization vanished in just 500 years. Archaeologists have found broken skulls and signs of mass killings. They arrived with superior technology, fast kayaks, dog sleds, and advanced techniques for hunting large whales. The Dorset did not have these tools. But these were only indigenous wars. Now we reach a clash with a famous civilization. Inuit versus Vikings. In the year 985, the Vikings arrived in Greenland. 5,000 Vikings built colonies there. But the Inuit fought them for 300 years. By the year 1500, all the Vikings were dead. From hunger, from cold, from war. Archaeologists found their bones. The Vikings had become shorter, from 175 centimeters to 160. A clear sign of multi-generational starvation. Unungan versus the Russian Empire. From 1745 to 1867, the Unungan, also known as the Aleut, were the indigenous people of the Aleutian Islands and still live in western Alaska today. In 1745, Russia took control of Alaska. The Unungan rebelled, but Russia responded brutally. The Unungan population dropped from 25,000 to 2,000. 90% were wiped out. In 1764, the Russians completely massacred a village of 300 people. Now we reach one of the greatest mysteries in history: the Inuit and the Franklin expedition. In 1845, Sir John Franklin entered the Arctic with 2 ships and 129 crew members. None of them ever returned. Years later, Inuit from the Canadian Arctic said, "We saw several white men, insane, starving, wandering aimlessly." Archaeologists later found the bodies: broken skulls, cut bones, and signs of cannibalism. The question remains unanswered. Did the Inuit kill and eat them? Or did they do this to each other? The Unungan and World War II. In 1942, Japan occupied the Aleutian Islands. Some Unungan were captured and taken to Japan. 15,000 American soldiers, with the help of the Unungan, retook the islands. The battle lasted 19 days. 1,000 Americans and 2,351 Japanese were killed. Without the guidance of the Unungan, the U.S. Army would have lost in that geography. The Arctic seems silent, but that silence is a graveyard of civilizations that thought they were strong. Like and subscribe for more.